Dr. Sita, I think it's maybe a nice starting point to elaborate a little bit on what human trafficking encompasses.
Trafficking in persons is transnational organized crime.
Yes.
What you may discover in the country may be only a step or part of a very important network of people involved in trafficking. Mm-hmm. So you see, UNAFRI is the African Institute. It covers the whole continent. You see the name of UNAFRI. It is for crime, for the prevention of crime and the treatment of offenders. So we cover the all, what we may call the criminal justice system, from police to prisons and even beyond. We consider trafficking in persons as an organized crime. When we talk of organized crime, meaning that there's different actors involved. When we take that, if really we have to put it in place, effective measure to combat crime, we have to understand, at least to know what type of people are involved in trafficking, how to locate these people. And when you follow a case, you will see that it will start from the local community where the victim is. The victim will be approached by what they call, for example, in Nigeria, madam, well-known lady, because she's a business lady or something like that. You will approach the family. For example, we tell them, see, I'm ready to help you, sending your daughter in Europe or somewhere for studies. Then the parents now are very enthusiastic and ready, and often they will accept. In terms of actors involved, you can see somebody, perhaps a neighbor, you will see the parents are involved. Then now you will see that other people like that will be coming in, and then that is still what we have to study. When possible, to identify all of them, because it will help now to put in place measures of control, effective measures for that. And because generally, when we talk of trafficking, somebody will come from a given place. That person, that lady, will land perhaps in one of the countries in Asia, in Europe. You will understand, you will see with me that one person will not be able to take somebody in a very illegal manner from that place to the destination. So there's other people involved. And when they will be arrested, this will mean that perhaps there is some failure in the network. That's why the person, the police officer, customs officer will come to identify there's something wrong. Because well, if all those people are involved, it's difficult to see what is happening. The attitude of parents, how can you a parent, somebody will come, even when you know him, offering you to help you by sending your daughter to school, and you will easily allow. There's something wrong there. So if there's a campaign of awareness, all these actors should be identified and approached. Yeah. And together with them, it will be possible really to combat trafficking in human beings. In Uganda, that's why now I have to refer to a study we just carried out in Karamoja. We were told, it was in the newspapers here, that parents were selling their children. Now, we will send a team there to see exactly what was happening. The problem is mainly an economic problem, poverty. You see that area of Karamoja, because of the history of that part of the country, family are very poor and life is very difficult. What parent will accept his daughter to be victim of trafficking? I don't see that parent. But the way the offer is presented to them, they will accept. You see. So that is the situation mainly here in Uganda. The only thing to do, we have to start at the bottom. Sensitize the parent, the neighbor, the neighborhood, and then slowly perhaps, or at the same time, from the top. For example, putting pressure on the member of the parliament to put into place a law. But at the same time, start at the bottom. Then perhaps from top, from bottom, then you see, perhaps, I don't know. When I talk trafficking in person, it is when you read, or some cases people will tell you, a girl, a lady of he was almost, just finished the secondary level, go to the university. She was promised to go and study outside by somebody. The same that was telling her now, do you know very well that somebody? I know, yeah. But do you know that there's a possibility of? Yes, I know. But now, why not to be sure instead of only saying yes and you go? Because there's a case, those who have been victim telling exactly the story, starting as you are starting now. But sometimes the lady told me that when you call that lady, the phone is not available. So, perhaps she traveled. There is a lot of opacity. You can see exactly what is happening there. Only when you get the case, you learn some, but it is like that. The law of silence. And even the victim, they know that when I talk today, I'm not sure that I will see tomorrow. That fear. And those also are involved because they are part of the involved people. It the same, because it is as a kind of mafia. You talk, you are. You see, all this around. The result is that they only hear. Oh yes, even when you have seen, you fear to perhaps go somewhere and talk, because if in some countries even high-ranked officers or what are involved, what do you do? Because some people say now, yes, this is true, I will go there, perhaps that person is also involved, what will happen?
So it's that bad?
Yes. That's why we're saying the only thing to do, we have to start at the bottom.